Hey guys, it's George. Welcome to today's video. Today we're here to rate and review the red carpet looks from the 36th Golden Disc Awards. If you're new to my channel or you're new to this style of video, hello, welcome. Let me explain how it works. I've got the red carpet looks here on my laptop. We're gonna go through, talk cuts, fabrics, silhouettes, designers, all of the good stuff, and then I'll be rating each look out of 10. If it is an individual, they'll be rated individually. If it is a group, they'll be rated as a collective. And since it's the Golden Disc Awards, let's rate this out of 10 shooting stars. Gold, the emoji's gold. If you want to learn more about my fashion background, I've left all that information in the description box. You can check that out, but let's get stuck into the first look, and we're gonna start with my favorite look from the night. My favorite set of looks from the 36th Golden Disc Awards easily has to be 17 in this beautiful black and gold brocade moment. This, in my opinion, is easily the best look from the night and the best menswear look. I love the different levels of gold and how gold has been used in different ways in every single member's look. And I believe it was the Fact Music Awards where I wasn't really feeling their look. I felt the suits were far too classic for this group, and I felt that there wasn't enough differentiation between each individual member's look. Whereas here, it's the complete opposite. It's very contemporary, it's very youthful. The styling fits 17 perfectly, and each member has a completely different cut that works perfectly with their height, their body type. And I love the different tones of gold, the more antique-y jacquards into that more classic, like yellow based gold. And then we have, I believe it's Joshua in that crushed velvet double-breasted jacket in that really antique-y gold color. His look really stands out, but his look is the one that really balances out all of the gold tones in this look because it is solid. And then where we've got touches in everyone else, even if that's just the chain going across the front of the jacket, the chain around the neck, the trimming around the jacket, do you know what I mean? It's incredibly cohesive because they've used that gold so perfectly in different levels. When it comes to styling a group, it's all about levels and creating balance within the look. My favorite look from this set, it has to be the 8. What I love about his look is when you see it in the full length shot from a distance, he's low-key giving us a Matrix vibe. That long double-breasted black coat, the strong shoulder, the boxy silhouette, and then he's got the roll neck underneath, and then the straight cut trousers with the shoes. But then it's as your eye comes down the jacket, he's got those beautiful gold details on the cuff. And I really love the fact that the panel underneath that gold applique is this beigey tone because it really makes it pop and stand out, and it also creates a nice difference of color around the cuff. Like, I want this outfit. I feel like if I put some gold on as well, I could just like be on the edge like, hi. So I'm gonna go ahead and give a 17, as I'm sure you can guess, 10 shooting stars. This is the perfect red carpet look, and it is the best look, in my opinion, from the 36th Golden Disc Awards. Next up, we've got our hosts from the evening. So from left to right, we have got Sang Si Kyung, Lee Da-hee, and Lee Sung Ji. What I love about their looks is it's the Golden Disc Awards, and we've got that beautiful gold yellow tone on Lee Da-hee's skirt in that beautiful pleated fabric. And then the guys are in black, and the way that they're stood, it really balances out well. And I feel like when you're the host of a red carpet or a show, you can get away with going down the more classic route. Usually when I do these red carpet reviews, you can go back, you can call me a hypocrite because I'm like,
oh, it's too classic, I want something contemporary.
But as I just said, I feel like when it comes to being the host, you can get away with it. Sang Si Kyung's tux is incredibly classic. We've got that double-breasted 6-button shape, very classic menswear. We've got the peak lapel, and then we've got that very clean white shirt with the bow tie. Incredibly classic. Fits him very well. Yes, it's not the most contemporary thing ever, but he looks fantastic. And when you're the host, does your outfit want to be in crazy, taking away from the people attending the red carpet? So for that reason, for me, it works. But Lee Sung Ji's, I love this. It's the right balance of contemporary and classic. The fact that he's got a three-piece suit on, it is that tuxedo vibe in this beautiful black on black jacquard, and then it's been styled with the roll neck. The styling of the roll neck is making it lean in that contemporary way, but the cut itself is very classic, and then the jacquard is helping it lean in that ever so slightly more contemporary direction. I think it's perfect. I love it. And he's got this beautiful wide shawl lapel in a solid black fabric, and the same with the waistcoat. Keeping the waistcoat in that solid black, it really helps to break up the jacquard, and it photographs so beautifully. It's quite similar to the jacket that I'm wearing. I did not plan this. I planned to wear this before I had gone through these looks, so love the fact that we're low-key matching. I've even got like a shawl lapel on. Lee Sung-ji. And then of course Lee Da-hee. I think she looks absolutely beautiful. I really love this plunging v-neck shape on her. I don't think it's too revealing. We've got the clavicle, we've got a little bit of cleavage. It's nothing crazy, do you know what I mean? And then the skirt is long, so we're getting a bit of the titty, but we're not like going overboard for getting the legs out. It's very balanced, and that shape of the V and then the heavy necklace around the neck, it works because it's elongating this. It draws your eye down, so it's elongating the neck, whereas if the neckline went straight across or something like that, the jewelry would look too heavy. So the stylist has done a fantastic job there. And then I really like the skirt. Again, it's that beautiful yellow toned gold. It's pleated, so it has really beautiful movement, and it works really perfectly where she stood in the middle of the two guys in the black, more classic looks. An amazing set of looks from the hosts. I'm really impressed by these looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Sung Si Kyung 8 shooting stars. Lee Da-hee is going to get 9 shooting stars, and Lee Sung-ji is going to get 10 shooting stars for this look. No bias because of twinning. Next up, we have StayC, aka Stray Kids, and again, these looks just slap. Stray Kids have a very staple style when it comes to their red carpet wear, and this set of looks fits perfectly. Lino is missing. I'm not gonna imagine that he's there like one of my previous reviews. But as we can see, we've got very contemporary silhouettes across the board. Everyone has different details going on, different branding going on, and with Stray Kids, they always have obvious branding, whether that's in their MVs, their performance looks, the red carpet looks, but the way they include it in their red carpet looks is a lot more subdued, and you notice that there is a lot of brooches on the chest panels. You can see on Bang Chan that he's got the Prada tie with the Prada jacket, and you can very clearly see that Prada triangle. And then when we move down to Felix, he's got that Chanel brooch on, and he's got the Chanel pearls with the little Chanel pearl. The little Chanel logo around the waist, and then that tweed jacket with the ruffled collar and then the pearls around it. Felix has to be my favorite look from this lineup. I think it's so chic, and it's the perfect balance of masculine and feminine. The details of this look lean feminine, but the actual silhouette and the fact it's black and white, it helps it stay within the menswear realm. It's beautifully done. And then you can see Ayen's got the Balenciaga belt around the waist. You guys know by now I love a belted waist. I have a belted waist on right now. Moving down to Han, you can see he's got the Gucci logo on the chest, the chain around the waist. So good. You'll notice that Hyunjin's and Changbin's, theirs are slightly more subdued. There isn't really any obvious branding, but it's more about the beautiful shape of their jacket. Hyunjin's coat has this beautiful asymmetrical panel coming across, that sweeping collar, and then the thick belt with the big buckle. This is the design statement that this piece is making, and then it's the same with Changbin's. He's got this really beautiful asymmetric shape, and then the buckle detail on the belt. That's what their look's about. And then Sungmin, in between them, he's got the Dior tie on. You can see the little bumblebee embroidered on the tie, and then he's got that Christian Dior brooch on the chest. Very clean, very simple, but the silhouette of it and that brooch, it just really gives it that contemporary edge. There's always a really beautiful level of detail when it comes to their looks. And you might look at Stray Kids' red carpet looks and they're always black and white and be like, oh my God, it's boring. I've done it myself. But when you start looking at the details, it is truly beautiful. And the fact that their looks are so cohesive, so concise. 10 shooting stars for Stray Kids. Moving on to our first women's wear look from the 36th Golden Disc Awards, we've got Jeon Somi, and I like it, but there are things that I would change. I believe she's wearing Versace, and I really love the deep royal blue color on her. I think it's beautiful. I like this silhouette, but what I would change is the drawstring at the bottom of the dress. That is the element that I don't really like. I think where we've got the oversized sleeve, and you can see the bottom of the sleeve is that really nice straight edge. That's what I would do to the skirt. I would take the drawstring out, so you still have this very sculptural, voluminous shape, but the hemline of the skirt would be straight and it would make it really cohesive with the sleeves. You could arguably say that it would make the dress more plain looking, but the drawstring for me, I'm just not vibing with it. I think it would look so much better if it just had that straight hem. Other than that, it's a really nice silhouette on her. The skirt starts right at the waist, and where we've got that definition coming out, it gives her definition at the waist. I'm not mad about the giant white zip. I think for me, something less stand outy or something a bit on a smaller scale would have worked better, but that just comes down to personal preference. It still works with the dress. It's just down to personal taste. And I like the messy updo, I like the earrings, I like the bracelets, and I love, 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 love that big platform boot. So there are elements of this that work really well, but there's just a few tweaks that I would make personally. Let me know what you think of Somi's look in the comments, but I'm gonna go ahead and give Somi 8 shooting stars. TXT, my most played artist of 2021, one of my absolute favorite K-pop groups. I'm disappointed with these looks. I am just gonna be 100% honest. I'm disappointed. They look incredibly handsome. They all look so beautiful. The pros of this set of looks is that every single piece fits each member perfectly, and I like the fact that there are different textures. We can see that Soobin and Yeonjun are wearing velvet tux jackets, and they've all got that contrasting peak lapel. It's beautiful. And then we have Hyunjin Kai, Pyeonggu, and Taeyeon in the more like sheeny, like classic suit fabric. It's great. They look beautiful. It just highlights how beautiful each member of this group is. It truly does. But for me, the cons, it's just too classic for this group. This is a very contemporary group. They always have sick concepts, sick styling in their MVs and on stage. We've all seen their previous red carpet looks from this award season. SBS Geo Dejun, yes, it was stage looks, but that was an absolute serve. And then the incredible Celine looks from the 2021 Mummers. We know TXT can serve a look. They can serve contemporary. They can serve a sick stage look. So I just don't understand why we've now got this very classic black and white tux moment. And I know you can go ahead and call me a hypocrite because I was saying Sung Si Kyung's look that was very similar to this, worked beautifully for him, but he's the host. This is a very youthful, contemporary K-pop group. They should be serving something more contemporary, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give TXT 7 shooting stars. They look beautiful, they always do, but I just want something that matches their presence on stage, how conceptual their MVs are, and for me, this red carpet look doesn't match up to that. So I love TXT. I want more of that SBS, the mama look, the Celine, like, girl, come on. Next up, we have Enhypen. And before I dive into Enhypen's looks, I just want to show you the difference cuts and different textures can make to make a look more contemporary. If I just put TXT and Enhypen's looks together, you can straight away see that Enhypen's looks are more contemporary and TXT's are more classic. But when you look at them, they're still black and white suits. When we look at Enhypen, we can see that each member has a different cut going on. We can see that there are leather panels, there are different types of ties, there's different layering of crew neck jumpers and polka dot, and then we've got the black layers underneath the shirt. It's just this layering and the different cuts of jackets that makes it lean a lot more fashionable. And I just don't understand why TXT are going down this classic route. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. I just wanted to show you the difference that cuts and textures make in menswear. I suppose, you know, I am just making up for that K-pop fashion sucks video where they're like,
Menswear's boring.
it's all in the details. Look at the details, and that's what makes menswear interesting. I'm such an advocate for menswear these days, jeez. Anyway, let's focus on Enhypen. I really like this set of looks from Enhypen, but I will admit this isn't my favorite Enhypen red carpet look from the award show season. They've served some really strong looks, and for me this is just a bit more subdued, but it's still a beautiful set of contemporary menswear looks. I love the leather panels, I love the skinny ties, and that we're getting to see the full tie on some members, and then other members have got the jackets that come right to the top. We've got the crew neck jumpers with the polka dot ties, and it's just these slight differences that gives everyone a unique look, and everyone looks perfect in these cuts of jackets. One of my favorite things from this set of looks, and it's probably the smallest detail, is the black layers underneath the shirts. On Sunghoon, for example, he's got the black roll neck, the white shirt, the polka dot tie, and then the crew neck piece of knitwear. The black roll neck just really balances out because it goes black, white, black. It just works really, really well. And I love the contrast of the polka dot tie. You just get that little flash of it, the fact it's so skinny. And then the rest of his look is fairly contemporary. The notch single-breasted jacket, the slim cut trousers with the black dress shoe, but it's just those little details at the top that I'm like, love. And then Nikki in the wrap blazer. I love a good wrap blazer, a blazer with a belted waist, a blazer that wraps. I just love it. It just immediately makes it contemporary. And like Sunghoon, the styling quite classic, the white shirt, the black roll neck, the black tie, but it's the cut of the jacket that makes it contemporary. I'm gonna give Enhypen 8 shooting stars for this set of looks. Really contemporary, really slick, very much their vibe, but it's just more subdued than the previous looks we've seen from them this award show season. I think that's fair. Still a beaut set of looks. I would wear them all in a heartbeat. Moving back to women's wear, we've got Oh My Girl, and I believe that this is Oh My Girl's stage performance looks, and that they're the only group that wore their stage performance looks to the red carpet. Please correct me if I got that wrong, but that's what I think. And I like it as a set of stage looks. It works for the stage, but I don't really like this set of looks for the red carpet. When we compare it to the other looks that we've seen, it's just not as red carpet worthy, if that makes sense. This set of looks works for the stage. All of the colors work for the stage, and they are cohesive, pretty much the same hemline throughout, very similar style of boots, and the tweedy texture of the fabrics and the knits, that's what's pulling these looks together. But I find the colors on the red carpet quite jarring, especially against the background and the color of the carpet. And I always talk about this. If what you're wearing doesn't work with the background, it's automatically going to be jarring for people like looking at the pictures, if that makes sense. And I spoke about this in my K-pop fashion sucks video because, you know, the point was made menswear is boring and that it's tired, it's repetitive, la la la, and I was showing that equally you could flip this to female groups, and we always see this kind of check co-ord 90s Chanel clueless vibe, and I don't know, it's just not my favorite. We've seen this type of look before, and if you're going to do this type of look, like, you want it to be the best version that we've seen, and for me this isn't. I'm going to give Oh My Girl 6 shooting stars. It's a nice set of looks, but it belongs more on the stage for me than on the red carpet, and it's just something that we've seen so many times before. Sticking with women's wear, we've got StayC up next, and I think this is probably the most cohesive set of looks that I've seen from StayC, and I applaud them for that because some of their previous looks haven't been the most cohesive, and to see, you know, their stylist is working on that. This is what we want to see. The fact that it's black and white, and then we've got the tweedy kind of fabric with that sparkle in it, the pinstripe fabric is black and white. We've got very similar definition at the waist and pretty much the same hemline throughout. It's making it cohesive. We do have different styles of shoes, but when you look at the type of shoe, they work together. We've got a lot of pointed toed heels, and then we've got 2 pairs of boots. So again, it balances it out. Could we have put more levels in the looks, like longer hemlines or trousers? Yes, but I think this is probably one of the best red carpet looks that we've seen from StayC in the terms of cohesion and the vibe that they're giving off. I think my favorite look, I believe, is on Yoon on the very left with the full fringe, the full bang. What I like is how she's got that sparkly tweedy fabric on the collar, on the sleeves, and then there is a sheer quality to the shirt as it comes down, and then she's got that tweedy fabric again on the placket, and then you can see that we've got that little flash of skin here, and then it's been layered with a black tank top vest underneath. But what I like is the skirt. I like the skirt of the lacing detail, and the lacing cascades further down, and then she's got the boot, and I like the difference in textures. We've got that more satiny fabric on the skirt, and then the more tweedy fabric. I think it works really, really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and give StayC 8 shooting stars. This is a nice cohesive set of looks, and probably the most cohesive set of looks that I've seen them in. Next up, we've got Brave Girls. If you saw my SBS Gay Edition review, you would have seen how frustrated I was when it came to Brave Girls styling, and it's the same here. I don't really see much difference between the looks at SBS and the looks here at the Golden Disc Awards, except from the fact that we have pops of white. The silhouettes are extremely similar. There's not that much going on, and it's frustrating because you could style this group so incredibly, but it's just not happening, and I don't understand why. I don't get it. The only thing I can commend about this set of looks is that we can see the stylist is starting to introduce levels. On Eunji, you can see the hemline of her look is slightly longer. I've not got a full-length shot. I'm struggling to find one. If I can find one, I'll pop it in, but we can see that her hemline is slightly longer, and it just creates difference within the looks. They've always usually got the same length of hem, but I just feel like if you're doing it for one member in a 4-member group, you should be doing it for another member to create that perfect balance. So we might be slowly moving in the right direction, but I just feel like we're not there yet. And next award show season, I want to see some banging fucking looks on Brave Girls, because this is a fantastic group and their stylist is just not pushing them. Don't give them a choice at this point. Just put them in something incredible and push them out on the red carpet and be like, I'm sorry, but I made you serve a look. I don't get it. So I'm gonna give Brave Girls 5 shooting stars. Cohesive, but moving on to our final look of the night, let's finish on a high note with the boys. This is a beautiful set of looks, and what I can see in the boys' styling is that there are very similar elements to Stray Kids styling. There's lots of obvious branding, but when it comes to their stage looks, not their stage looks, the red carpet looks, it's very subdued, and you're just getting the flashes of these designer logos and names. And we've got all the different silhouettes, the different types of jackets, the belted waists, the different wrap overs, and then there's this really beautiful accent of this navy blue, and it really works. Usually I'm not a fan of navy blue and black, but it really works where it is literally just an accent being pulled through. Some of the styling also reminds me of Enhypen styling with the black layers underneath the shirt and the slim ties, so I think that's a really interesting combination. I love the boys' styling. They always give us an incredible red carpet look, and this is no different. I have 2 favorites from the boys, and I just give me these looks. Give me these fucking outfits right now. So I believe it's new on the end on the far right. I love this crop jacket with the scarf around the neck. That is just sass. I'm here for it. And then we've got that beautiful leather trouser and that boot with the buckle detail. It's just all the different textures of black. It photographs so beautifully, and you can see that the jacket has this really beautiful chevron motif to it. It just looks so incredible. And then I believe it is Q, 2 in from the right, wearing this beautiful velvet cropped 3-piece suit. This suit is such a statement, and I love the fact that it's velvet and it's in this really interesting cut. Most of the time when you get velvet suits or velvet jackets in menswear, it is more of a classic standard shape. But the fact that this is cropped, we've got the waistcoat in that solid kind of wool or cotton fabric. It really contrasts, but it's still cropped. And then we've got the velvet trousers that are cropped at the ankles. They really highlight that monk shoe. The only thing I don't like is the wingtip collar shirt with the tie. I don't mind it as much as what we've seen previous because the suit is just such a standout. The suit is incredible, but a wingtip collar shirt and a tie just don't work for me. If it was a standard collar shirt, like full marks, 10 out of 10. But yeah, just the wingtip collar shirt. But yeah, anyway, cute and new, incredible. The boys, overall incredible. I'm super excited to watch their live performance. I've not watched any of the live performances yet, so that's what I'll be doing this evening. But 10 shooting stars for the boys. Beautiful set of looks. The 36th Golden Disc Awards served up some beautiful red carpet looks. I can't wait to go watch the live performances. My favorite looks have to be from 17, Lee Seung-gi, Stray Kids, and the boys. Beautiful menswear. Beautiful mix of classic and contemporary as well. Please let me know in the comments who is your favorite look, but what you should do next is go check out my previous video, my CL 7 days, 7 outfits with Vogue reaction. I'll leave a card up here in the top screen as well as a link in the description box. But thank you so much for watching. A massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed. You are the best, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.